On this week's show, Tesla's Q4 earnings come out, the Chevy Bolt heads to Europe as the Opel Ampera-e, and a unique Valentine's Day gift for the person with everything. These stories and more coming up next on 10. Enjoying today's show on YouTube and want to read the stories we're referring to today? Just head to our website at transportevolved.com/TEN, where you'll find the latest show notes as well as links to the latest feature car news, buying guides, tech primers, and car reviews. It's Friday, February 12th, 2016. I'm Nikki Gordon-Bloomfield, and we're certified 100% ad-free and 100% fan-supported because, well, we have awesome fans. Yeah, we do. Another company with plenty of awesome fans is Tesla Motors, which announced its official Q4 2015 earnings this week. While losses for the quarter were up yet again to Tesla's highest ever, $320 million according to the GAAP method of accounting, Tesla's revenue experienced a healthy jump at the end of last year, buoyed by its highest ever delivery figures. Most of those were of Tesla Model S, which in turn seemed to have been split between 70D and 90D models. So much so, in fact, that Tesla actually pulled the Model S85 from sale this week due to low demand. Looking forward, Tesla CEO Elon Musk predicts that despite these big losses to date, Tesla will become profitable by the end of the year, helped by completion of the Gigafactory, increased production of Model S and Model X, and increasing sales volume of Tesla energy products. There's also the Model 3, a car which Musk says we'll see for the first time on March 31st at the special Tesla reveal event. While Model 3 comments were kept to a minimum during the official Q4 2015 report, Musk took to Twitter late on Wednesday evening to confirm that Tesla will begin taking deposits for the Model 3 at Tesla stores on March 31st, with online reservations opening the next day on April 1st. $1,000 will secure you a place in line, and most importantly, there won't be any special Signature Series reservations leapfrogging you to your car. A piece of news that we're sure will make some people very happy indeed. Price has yet to be finally nailed down, but as ever, Musk is promising we'll see a before-incentive price in the US of around $30,000 and a post-incentive price as low as $25,000, which is less than some trim levels of the Nissan Leaf today and the upcoming Chevrolet Bolt EV. If Tesla can make good on its promise of beginning Model 3 production by late next year, it's going to be a very, very interesting plug-in marketplace indeed. Continuing with Tesla for just a smidgen longer, yes, we are a little Tesla heavy this week, I'm sorry, came the news on Wednesday morning that Consumer Reports has discovered a flaw in Tesla's Autopilot Summon feature on its high-end Model S and Model X electric cars. The feature, which allows you to remotely park your car in the garage on private land without anyone behind the wheel, was designed to be operated via the vehicle remote or companion smartphone app. But as Consumer Reports discovered, doesn't quite include what's known as a dead man switch, something which would cause the vehicle to halt immediately if someone let go of the remote or dropped their phone, for example. As a consequence, the organisation said that Tesla's Autopilot Summon feature could continue to operate even if the driver lost consciousness or became otherwise incapacitated. That, it said, was a safety risk, albeit a low-risk one due to the speed in which the car moves when summon mode is engaged. After hearing Consumer Reports' argument, Tesla agreed and is already rolling out updated software to address the oversight. Now that is what you call quick work. And from one type of quick to another now in the form of Porsche, which confirmed this week that it's investing a massive €1.2 billion in the development of its upcoming long-range all-electric Mission E sports sedan. As we explained on Tuesday, Porsche announced the investment while simultaneously warning investors that its profits will temporarily shrink as it invests in all-electric vehicle technology. The car itself, due to launch sometime before the end of this decade, will feature an all-electric range of around 310 miles on the overly optimistic NEDC test cycle and have DC quick charging technology capable of refilling its lithium-ion battery pack from empty to 80% full in just 15 minutes. Acceleration to 60 miles per hour is a little slower than current Tesla Model S's, but Porsche says it's confident the all-electric car, built on a unique platform that it will design specifically for this vehicle, will be popular among new and old Porsche fans alike. Sadly, at the moment, however, we've no idea how expensive this new plug-in will be, but given past performance, it'll be a case of asking how many zeros go on the end of whatever figure Porsche comes up with. Sidestepping over to Porsche's parent company Volkswagen for this next story, we brought you news on Monday that Volkswagen's next generation eGolf, due sometime in 2018 as a 2019 model year car, would have a real-world range of around 186 miles or 300 kilometers per charge. That's according to Dr. Joachim Boll, Volkswagen's head of small car development, who told Autoblog Green that unlike the current eGolf, which is based on the 7th generation Golf, the next generation eGolf will have its own platform based on the new MEB electric toolkit, while the rest of the 8th generation Golf family will be based on a revision to the current MQB platform. While the plug-in and non-plug-in cars will look identical externally, the differences underneath will enable the 2019 eGolf to pack as many batteries under the floor as possible, extending its range and giving it a healthier chance against the Chevrolet Bolt, next-generation Nissan Leaf and Tesla Model 3 in the affordable electric car marketplace. Talking of the Chevrolet Bolt, the European fans of the soon-to-launch long-range EV could be heard celebrating on Thursday, as GM CEO Mary Barra confirmed that the Bolt EV will make the journey across the Atlantic Ocean to Europe in the not-too-distant future. Speaking at the Car Symposium in Germany, Barra announced that the Bolt EV will be sold under the Opel badge in Europe, ditching the US Bolt EV nameplate to become the Ampera-e for European customers. Packing the same 60 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack and 150 kilowatt motor as the North American Bolt EV, the Ampera-e has a fresh bumper front and rear, as well as a few other tweaks to make it ready for European buyers. But other than that, it's the same long-range plug-in that debuted as a production car last month in Las Vegas. There's no news as to when it will head to mainland Europe or the UK at all, but given the press release appearing on both Opel and Vauxhall websites, there is hope for British fans that a right-hand drive variant is on the way at some point. We just don't know when. But the Chevrolet Bolt isn't the only GM plug-in making news this week either. On Tuesday, we told you that the Detroit automaker is considering licensing the Voltec drivetrain technology that underpins the 2016 Chevrolet Volt range extended electric car to rival automakers. A move which could help GM recoup some of the development and costs associated with the second generation range extended car. The firm said it would be willing to sell both the 1.5-litre gasoline engine and the powerful twin electric drivetrain for the right sum, opening up a whole host of possibilities for automakers who have yet to develop their own plug-in hybrid, electric and range extended electric vehicles. Prime candidates at the moment include Jaguar Land Rover, Mazda and Subaru, all mid-volume automakers who have yet to bring their own cars to market with a plug. While there will be costs associated with licensing GM technology, those costs would be far less than it would be for each company to develop their own unique technologies. As of now, we're unaware of any companies who are openly interested in GM's for sale sign, but you know that we'll let you know if we hear of any potential deals coming down the pipeline. One automaker which won't need the Voltec drivetrain, however, is Kia, which officially launched its 2017 Optima Plug-in hybrid this week at the Chicago Auto Show. Offering around 27 miles of EPA-approved all-electric range from its 9.8 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack, the Optima Plug-in hybrid is essentially a rebadged Hyundai Sonata plug-in hybrid, a car that's already on sale in some US markets. Powered by a 2-litre gasoline direct injection engine paired with a 6-speed automatic transmission and 50 kilowatt electric motor, the Optima plug-in hybrid might not seem like all that much of an important vehicle until you realise that it's quite nicely fitting the gap left by the previous generation Toyota Prius plug-in hybrid and competes nicely in terms of price and specification with its other close rival, the 2016 Ford Fusion Energy plug-in hybrid. Prices have yet to be announced, but if the Kia Optima plug-in hybrid follows the Hyundai pricing structure, you can expect to pay around $37,000 before tax incentives when the model launches in the US this coming fall. From a car you will soon be able to buy to one that you wish you could, but you most certainly won't be able to. One of Google's autonomous cars. The National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration, the federal agency responsible for setting and enforcing automotive safety standards across the US, came to a monumental decision about Google's autonomous vehicle technology. What was it? That the software behind Google's fleet of self-driving cars can now, for the first time, be considered the driver of an autonomous car instead of its human occupants/minders. And that means technically, for the first time in history, an artificial intelligence is deemed smart enough and responsible enough to take control of a several-ton vehicle and drive it around the public highway. Unless, of course, you can all of those movies over the years with robots driving, like Johnny Five Alive in Short Circuit. I'm showing my age. Anyway, while the ruling won't have any immediate effect, loads of rules and regulations will have to be changed first. It does set some precedent moving forward that could expedite the advent of self-driving cars around the world. And that is awesome. Which brings us to our final story of the day. And I know we're back to Tesla for this one, but it's only a Tesla by proxy story. You see, as it's Valentine's Day this coming weekend, British florist Arena Flowers decided to create a funny and clever YouTube ad for its online store. And in it, a couple who obviously have a lot more cash than I do, surprise one another with bouquets of red roses carried to their loved ones remotely via his and hers Tesla Model S autonomous electric cars. As our friends at Green Car Reports note, that feature isn't actually switched on for regulatory reasons in the UK, and there are clearly some video fakery things going on. But still, let's get into the spirit of the weekend, eh? And on that note, I shall wish you and those near and dear to you a fantastic weekend. As always, you'll find all the news that's fit to print on our website at transportevolved.com. You can catch up with us on Twitter at transportevolved, or check out our usual YouTube shows on our YouTube channel. And if you liked what you saw today, please consider keeping us independent and impartial by visiting our Patreon page at patreon.com/transportevolved and pledging your support from as little as $1 per month. As I've said before, this is the only way we raise funds for our operations, and it is in fact my only source of income. So we'd appreciate your help in raising the bar as high as we can, because without your help, we just can't grow. As always, there's a lot we haven't managed to fit into today's show, including why Tesla is putting China ahead of Europe for Model X deliveries, Georgia considers a new law to lower the price of electric vehicle registration fees, why the city of Glasgow in Scotland has started charging for those parking electric cars in charging spaces, and we find out about a new polymer made from wood pulp which could one day power your car. So when we're done, be sure to head to our site to read them all. Thanks for watching. I'm Nikki Gordon-Bloomfield. Have a great Valentine's Day weekend, and until next time, keep evolving.